Hello everybody, Ron here, DYB coach, also painting contractor for almost the last 18 years here in northern Massachusetts. Winter now, got a little scruff going, so I apologize if it looks like I'm unshaven. But anyways, I wanted to share with you 5 things I wish I knew 18 years ago that I know now and I do now. We all have the great enthusiasm when we're starting out our business. Some of us want to grow, some of us want to work in the bucket. What I want to do is share with these 5 tips that only if I knew now it would have saved me a lot of headaches and a lot of time, and probably done even better than we're doing right now. So anyways, the first one, when calls used to come in back then, this 18 years ago, it was a flip phone, no iPads, things like that. But I'd have a pad of paper in my truck, I'd have a pad on my desk, I'd be listening to recordings, people would give me business cards. I mentioned before in one of our previous videos a CRM. And if you're not interested in spending the $20, $25 a month in some cases to have a CRM, which is a customer relationship management tool, which actually keeps everything for about a customer in one place. You'd have their contact information, phone number, emails, things like that, addresses to mail, invoices if it's snail mail, maybe even to send a postcard or send a Christmas card or something like that, but also sends the deals. It tracks the sources the deals come from. You can also attach proposals to it. So 6 months from now, someone calls you up, as it did with me. It'd be 6 months and say, hey, this is Mary Smith, I want to go ahead with that proposal. And I have to find the proposal. I also maybe didn't leave her voicemail and her phone number on my voicemail. I got to find her voicemail. So a little embarrassment. Plus, you keep all this stuff together in one CRM or one Excel spreadsheet, or maybe one log on your desk. 6 months, 8 months, 2 years from now, you can touch base with someone you haven't seen. Maybe they call you up for a touch-up. You have their colors in a log. This is so important. Keep all your ducks in a row when it comes to that. Look into a CRM. There's many out there, and please, if you have a question on one, just leave me a message here in the video. I'm more than happy to point you in a direction because I've tried a few of them, and some work great, and some are really just so robust you wouldn't even need it. You wouldn't need to spend that money, so you can save your money on some of those. And there's some dual ones out there that actually do some can do a painting proposal for you, and you also use that as your CRM at the same time. Love to help you with that. So anyways, let's write CRM here for number 1. So number 2 is stay in touch. What do I mean by staying in touch? Well, in the real estate world, I played in the real estate world for a little bit. They say you have to touch base with someone 36 times a year. That seems overwhelming for some, but they're talking emails, newsletters, things like that. But if you could stay in touch with your best customers, say if you had A, B, C, and D, you want to stay in touch with your A and B customers on a routinely basis, at least twice a year. Send them a postcard, send them maybe a Christmas card, a summer card, maybe stop by. And then emails are free. Put a nice little email together and say, hey, we're here if you need us, whatever it may be. Stay in touch with your customers. There's nothing worse than going to a party or meeting someone at an event outside, and they go, hey, what are you doing now? And I said, oh, I'm painting. Oh, man, oh, we loved it. I didn't know you were still painting. You painted our house 8 years ago, and we had just had it painted by someone else. Stay in touch. You want to be top of mind with the customer. So what we're going to do is here in touch. We're just going to write touch here. So the next one I'm going to write here is drip. What is drip? We're not plumbers, so drip doesn't mean anything for us. Oh, you don't want drips on anything that shouldn't have drips on. But anyways, the drip. Every week, when you take your business account, you should have your personal and your business accounts separated anyways. But what you want is a drip. A drip is an automatic payment. You can make it online through any one of your banks that you're using right now. Have an automatic withdrawal from your checking account into a business savings account. Why do you do this? You can borrow against it if you need it. But anyways, $20 a week. At the end of the year, you have $1,000. As you have more income coming through your hands. It seems that sometimes no matter how much is in that checking account, it goes. And after a while, you got to see it moving. You got to see the $25, the $50, whatever you decide to put on a weekly basis. You got to see that go somewhere else. Then you got to kind of forget about it until you see that checking account, the savings account balance, and it's going to be $500, $1,000, $2,000. I started at $50 a week. Honest with you, right now we're doing $500 a week in our drip. But doesn't mean you never have to touch it. I just recently bought a new car. I needed some down payment money. I went in there and took $5,000 out. You know, there's never a good time to come up with a chunk of money. It doesn't seem like you have it. You know, especially if you're starting out and you start that drip. How many times in the middle of the winter when you're the slowest time, the brakes go on the truck? You got to come up with $700-800 and it stretches you. But if you have that drip working all the time, you'll be surprised that that money's there when you need it. Or Uncle Sam comes a calling, or workman's comp comes a calling. You need a chunk of money. Having that drip, and as you can increase that drip. You'll find out how easy it is to move it from 25 to 35, from 35 to 50, and before you know it, $100 a week in there is $5,000 a year. What a great college fund for your kids, or whatever you want to call it. We call it a tax fund for some of us, things like that. So drip is the next one. So anyways, the fourth one would be measure. Measure. What do I need my measure? Measure is one of the biggest questions I get from a lot of painting contractors is about production rates. What do I charge? What do I charge for linear foot? What do I charge for square foot? Well, you know something? A 1-man and 2-man show and a 20-man show is totally night and day. There's overhead invested that we have to cover on a weekly basis, monthly basis. My workman's comp, my trucks out there, it is all spread over across all the crews. But if you're a 1 or a 2-man show, this is a great time to start really measuring what it takes to paint a baseboard. How many linear feet of baseboard can you paint in an hour? Or maybe you just take a room. You start everybody has their cell phone with them. Start your clock on your cell phone. Don't go like a speed racer. Go your normal pace and paint that baseboard. When you finish in that room, hit baseboard. It took you 40 minutes. Add up how many linear feet you had. Right there, you have the base of your production rates. Ceilings. You know, you start making little logs of this. You don't have to do it 24 hours a day while you're working. But if you do it a consistent enough basis over the course of 3 to 6 months, you're going to have your own production rates. At least you'll know how much it takes to paint something. And you can do averages if you have a crew. You can, have Jim and Bob and everybody trying to do it a little different. So we all know that some people are better at things than others. Someone might be great at caulking and prep. Other person might be super at really fine finishes on trim, window sills, window sashes. Measure. I wish I did that so I wasn't guessing for years. Also, the last one, number 5, is network. Network. What do I mean by networking? I shared before about BNI, which is a Business Network International. It's a networking meeting that happens once a week. There's only one person, one painter in it. There's only one plumber in it. There's only one insurance agent in it, on and on and on. Great source of income over the years. But there's all kinds of many ways to network. Maybe there's a charity thing you do in town, you help out. Kids' baseball games if you're a coach. Work the concession stand. You'll be amazed at how many people you can meet. Wear your logo, your shirt. Let them know that you're a painter. Just make it a clean shirt, a nice polo or something like that. Maybe it's something board of trade. Maybe it's a local food bank or something like that. If you get out in the neighborhood that you work in the community, give back by donating, not donating checks, donating money, donating your time. You got to have that face-to-face, eye-to-eye contact. You'd be surprised over the course. It's like a wedge. It starts out small, and then before you know it, you know everybody in town, and you're the go-to person. A couple years ago, I helped out coordinating the painting of the football stadium. They needed the inside of the stadium painted. They had really no clue what they did. I was able to make a few phone calls. We had some supplies donated. Purdy paintbrushes were donated. Sherwin-Williams helped us out with a lot of tools and coffee and things like that. Before you know it, we had like 60 people painting that, got it done in a day. And to this day, every other month, every third month, I get a request from an estimate from somebody who remembered me or met me on that project. So anyways, be connected to the rest of the community. That's networking. BNI, LaTip, there's 100 of them. If you have any questions, or some of the ones that we belong to that worked out great, one person gave me that turned into about $360,000 worth of business. So that's not bad. My biggest referral ever, so don't count anybody out, my biggest referral ever came from a Mary Kay cosmetic lady. So I thought it would come from a builder or GC or something like that. It came from a makeup lady. So anyways, these are the 5 things. The CRM, keep all your ducks in a row there. Make sure you know where everything goes. Touch base with your customers. Just nice things, little cards, little emails. Show them value. Don't ask them, don't discount, don't ask for a sale. Entertain them. Show them some value. Make them laugh. Something like that. Drip. Put some money away every week, but make it automated, because we all have the best of intentions, but something else comes up. $20 a week. Before you know it, there'll be $1,000 a year. So anyways, and also measure. Stop measuring your production rates now. You'll thank me in 10 years from now when you know all this stuff. Network. For me, it's been a gold mine. I've met people I've never been able to meet before, and had a lot of fun meetings, a lot of laughs at networking, as well as made a lot of money. So anyways, please leave comments, ask me questions. You can leave them here. You can find me on Facebook, as many of you already have. More than happy to help you out. I'm Ron Ramsden. I'm a DYB coach. You can find me at ron@dybcoach.com if you want to send me an email. You can also find me here. And here I am to the next video we see you at. I'm Ron. I'm helping customers, helping contractors work on their business so they don't have to work in their business. Have a great day. And don't forget, check us out up here at joindyb.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.